Everyone, Karen here, and today we have nesting layout number 5. So we are going to have a landscape card today, still 5 by 7. So this piece here that's going to be on top is going to be 6.5 by 4.5 print. I have a solid that is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and these will be layered on top of each other and on the front of the card. Now for the front of the card, I have die 8 and 9. Now that's counting from the inside up to 8, because remember this set has 12 dies in it. So I've gone from 8 to 9 to get a small border around there, and I've already colored that in. And then also on the front, because this will be this way, I have 3 of the third die up. So 1, 2, 3, the third die. And these I'm going to put down the side here. And on top of there, I'm going to put these small stamps that I've already colored in. And then this will be a happy birthday card. Now this is 3/4 by 2 1/8. So the blue one is 2 1/4 by 7/8. Then inside the card, I have used 9 and 7, so I skipped number 8. So I have a bigger border here. So we're going to have a small border on the front and the bigger border on the inside. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Let's get started. The first thing I want to do is glue these two together. So let me grab my glue. You just use your favorite glue. Now once again, this was 6.5 by 4.5. And it is going on the 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. Now this paper is from Crafter's Companion. It's actually from the set that was called, what was it? It was So Retro. And to me this really does speak to kind of a mid-century kind of paper. It's really kind of fun. And for some reason I keep thinking about the Contemporary Hotel in Disney. I'm not sure why, but that's what it reminds me of. Alright, so we're going to take the 9 and the 8 and we're going to put those together. And I think I am going to glue this down flat because I have plans for some foam later on in the card. And this I just stamped and then colored in with alcohol markers. So once again, this was 8 and 9, so there's a small border all the way around. Just like that. And that will be here. So now we have 3 of the number 3s, and they're going to go down here. And the happy birthday, let's get that glued together. I think I will put this on foam. So I'm going to grab some foam. Grab my scissors. And we'll put this on foam. And this again was 2 3/4 by 7/8. So there's an 1/8 of an inch difference between the two papers. So that's going to give it a nice small border like that. And that's going to go down here. Now my next decision is if I want to put these straight or crooked. I'm kind of leaning toward crooked. Kind of am. Maybe if I attach my little pieces here first. So I have a map, I have some hiking boots, and I have a lantern. So those are going to get attached to the 3 pieces here. And I think those I do want on foam. So I'm going to take my 1/16 foam that is very skinny. It's 1/4 inch. And I'm going to put a little piece on the back of each of these. So I think the 1/2 inch wide 16th inch foam will be too big. Because these are kind of small. And this set is an old Crafter's Companion set that was camping that came out a couple years ago. I did see they were coming out with a new camping set. We'll put this in the middle. And the lantern. Alright, so this will be here. And these will be on here. I think the lantern is taller and these two are more wide. So I'm going to put the two wide ones in the top and the bottom. And the one that's taller here in the middle. Like this. Alright, so the last two pieces I have in here are bigger. And I have a campfire and I have a backpack. Now these are definitely going on foam. So I'm going to take the 1/16 foam. That will go on the back of that. And these will go on here. I'm just going to put this down in this corner, and I do want it to hang off. Just give the card a little bit more interest. So this one will come over here, like that. Now next I have to decide if I want to keep all this flat, or if I do want to raise this up. You know what? I think I do. I will put some foam here. And this is fine because this foam is only 1/16. So together, you're only at 1/8 of an inch, and you are allowed 1/4 of an inch in the U.S. mail. So see, that just definitely needed that. So now I'll put a little piece behind the number 3s, just like that. The extra over there. There is number 2 and number 3. All right. Get all the papers out of the way. Now let's find our final placement here. I think just like that will be fine. So this will stay flat. And you know what? I'm going to hold off on that for a second. Let me put this down first so I can center it. So I'm going to come in. So this needs to come that far over. I'm going to put this like that, right there. This will go on the bottom, and I'm going to center it with the curve down here. So I'm looking at this space here and this space here, and I want to keep that the same. So about there. All right. Now, I'm thinking I will keep these straight, like that. All right, so the first one here, I'm going to turn this sideways so I can kind of see it a little bit better. So I'm going to try and make this space here, and this one here all the same. And now we'll put the one on top. So that will go about here. And we'll put this one in the middle. And that looks about right. Before I press it down too hard. Let me see here. Yeah, about there. Okay, now there's the front of our card. Let's get this glued on to the card base. So this is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, so we'll have a 1/4 inch There's a 1/4 inch difference, so we'll have 1/8 of an inch all the way around the card. Let's get this all lined up. That looks pretty straight. And we'll press down. Alright, now for the inside. So these were again 7 and 9. So we skipped die number 8, and we will glue these together. Alright, this will go in the center. You can look, you can see the difference. This is where we skip a die. This is not skipping a die. And we'll glue this in. And that will go in the middle. May your day be filled with the warmth of campfire laughter, the sparkle of starry skies, and the excitement of new adventures waiting to be explored. There we go. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this card, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel, because every week we'll have another layout with this set of nesting dies. And until next time, stay crafty.